Hi, and welcome to the weekly update. I'm Shauna Skinner.
And I'm Jordan Silvester.
And we are here to tell you some things that are going on in our community. And also, we'll tie in some real estate because that's what you do.
But people are more interested in their communities.
It's so true. So, speaking of community, there's so much going on in our community during the summer. It's just like hustling and bustling around here. So, the carnival, it's called Windsor's Riverfront Carnival. It used to be called the Freedom Fest. I'm old enough to know that that's what we used to call it.
I always knew it as that too.
Yeah. So that is still going on. That's going on till the end of the month. And then this weekend, there's actually a patio palooza going on at Fogelar, Furlan. Fogelar Furlan Club. So this is pretty cool. There's 80 plus vendors inside and out, petting zoo, inflatable games, a kids games area, on-site crafts, face painting, adult beverage stations so that you can put up with the face painting, barbecue, music, ice cream truck, and roller skating in the Canada Hall.
Roller skating.
So did you ever do the wheels roller skating thing? Yeah, so did I. So Dougal Avenue, there was wheels roller skating. I think Tuesday night was like Christian roller skating night. So I was there every night or every Tuesday. It was so awesome. I have really good memories of that place. So so good. So roller skating. And then, so you get in for free, but they're taking donations, which is going to support Autism Ontario.
Awesome.
So I think that's so cool. Yep. So just another way that we can contribute to great causes in our community and also have a great time.
Yeah.
Right? So pretty awesome. Also coming up, I'm telling you, it's like crazy schedule around here. It's amazing. Monday, June 24th. Is the Detroit Ford fireworks. Yep. And that has been a staple in our area for...
Do you go down?
As long as I can remember. So I try not to go like downtown where all the people are, but we try to usually find a spot where we can still see them. For a few years, actually, my parents and my brother and sister-in-law and their kids and our kids, we rented a hotel room, along the waterfront there. And so that was really cool. So we'd order pizza and, we'd have drinks and snacks and stuff. And that way, like the kids, it wasn't as loud, right, for them when they were little. Everything's right there. The bathroom's right there if you need it. You can walk around the hallways. And anyway, it was pretty cool. But do you go right down?
My wife and her family like to rope off a section all the way downtown and get there at like 11 in the morning and stay there till it starts. That's a little much for me because that's more than I'm willing to commit to all day down
that
at the river.
That doesn't surprise me because Corey is like all in. Like everything she does really, really well. Like 150%, right?
Yeah. So
that doesn't surprise me. That's amazing.
And then I usually show up at like 6 o'clock and I'll wander downtown, I'll park.
But
I also park closer so when we're exiting, we have an easier way in and out.
So what do they do like for food and stuff all day? They just haul it all down?
They bring some stuff with them, but the carnival is right there. So you just walk over and pick up what you need. We usually, again, it's roped off, $1 or 2 people.
$8 for a pop. And
it's one of those
days. One night. It's one night. Yeah. It's just one of those things that you just
whenever you think of the fireworks, so my favorite part is when the last part goes off and that rumble and it literally just hits your chest. And you just feel that like the compression. Yeah. That's my favorite part. It's cool to watch, but I love that feeling
the finale. Yeah, the finale is absolutely phenomenal. Yeah. I like how now they have like music that is timed with the fireworks.
I think that's actually always been there. We just didn't know about it because my father-in-law has had like an earbud in and listening to the radio. So I actually think it's been around a lot longer than I didn't know. I didn't know. Okay. But he had it. And again, I think it's more of an American thing.
Very cool. Yeah. So I really like that. I love everything about the fireworks. It's pretty awesome.
There you go.
Yeah. So that's coming up. Also, we've got the week 2 right now of the Carousel of Nations.
Right.
So that, for those of you who don't know, there's like little stations, like mini villages, communities set up like all over Windsor-Essex County, representing different cultures.
Yeah.
Right.
It's awesome.
Yeah. It's really cool. And then,
foods from all over the world.
Foods and, music, sometimes entertainment. And you can just go there and experience that culture, like just get immersed right in it. So they've got like Bavaria Village, German, Canadian, Polish, Mexican, Middle Eastern, Indian, Lebanese, Scottish, and so many more. So if you could only go to one, and it can't be Canadian, which one would you go to?
Indian.
Okay, because you like the food?
I like the food.
Okay.
I don't mind the culture.
Way too spicy for me.
No. So they recognize the color of your skin and adjust the spiciness towards who you are.
0 in their culture is still too spicy for me. I'm such a weakling when it comes to spice. Yeah.
Again, to me, it's such good food. Again, it's just a great culture. Like many other great cultures, my wife likes to go to all the different ones. Her and her sisters will literally, again, get together and they're like, okay, so we're going to go this one. And they'll just kind of like mosey on through a bunch of the different ones, especially because the Erie Street, like there's a lot of the cultural centers are all in that area.
Yes.
So you can hit up a bunch in the community and kind of get different tastes, different things.
Very cool.
So
awesome. Again,
my wife is much more cultured than I am.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. She's just very like, okay, let's go do it. She's kind of up for anything. So I love that about her. That's really fun. Okay. And I just wanted to say that all the information about that is on the Carousel of Nations website. So if you need to look up more details, that's where you can find it all.
Yep.
Okay. So about real estate, I was thinking about this because with the Carousel of Nations, we live in an extremely diverse community, right? Like we've got people from all over the world, literally, who come to Windsor-Essex County.
Right.
Why do you think that is?
I think a lot of reasons why people find Windsor, if you're coming into the country and you end up in Toronto, you end up in this metropolitan that you can't get anywhere. Everything's a struggle. As soon as you get out and you realize the rest of Canada is a little bit easier to get around, as soon as you get out of the congestion.
You mean like physically get around?
Yeah, physically get around. Okay. I think it's also Windsor tends to be a bit more, again, a blue collar city. So we're a lot more, the right word would be is like every neighbor is your neighbor. Like you can go to and chat with people. People are friendly. We have a lot of that. And in the community, it's great because these community centers keep building up. We've had a lot, like Italian community centers have been here forever. And then we have a lot of the newer ones really starting up in the last 20 to 30 years. And it's really cool to see, like I said, all the different cultural perspectives. And then the neighborhoods themselves, like we call it Little Italy on Erie Street for a reason, right?
Right, yeah.
But you're seeing even different parts of the city starting to pick up their own cultures, their own areas. And it's kind of nice because you're able to go try the food out and they can feel kind of at home in this country, right? In Canada, you can feel at home. In Windsor's just, I've always liked this city because again, it's very homey. And if you do like big city, you're just a shot across the border. And again, Mexican town, downtown Detroit. Detroit's has quite a bit of culture in it as well.
Yeah. Cool. We have an international student who is living with us right now. I think I've mentioned that before, but, I had never been into multi-foods. It's like a big grocery store on like Crawford area. And he really wanted to go there. And it was really neat to see him kind of explore that store because he really did feel at home. Like there were things that he can't get at Walmart, right? That is, that represents China to him and made him really feel at home. So we try to make sure he gets down there, now and then. And it's really neat to see the different cultures come together. And like you said, so people can feel at home here.
Yep.
So also I'm assuming part of it is price tag. Right?
Well, that's another big piece.
Because Toronto versus Windsor, right?
Yeah.
If you're going to live.
Pricing does help bringing you, and we're the furthest south. To me, it just makes sense to live in Windsor.
Oh, yeah. Why would you live somewhere colder?
Right.
Why?
You get 4 degrees warmer if you just drive 4 hours down the 401. Seems like a great idea. And houses are cheaper. You can get everywhere in 15 minutes, not 3 hours.
Yeah.
And you have every benefit. If you do decide you want to spend an hour to get somewhere and go to some big thing, you can. You can just cross the border and go to any of the major events in the U.S.
Sure.
So it's a really cool thing to be local in this city. And that's why I think a lot of people do tend to be coming here. That's why the city's growing so fast.
Right.
The area is growing.
We are growing.
People are starting to actually find out, hey, look, this place exists and it's growing. And we're seeing a lot of, cultural changes. We're seeing a lot of, the city, the battery plant, the different industries that are coming into the area. So it's awesome for the whole city just to kind of keep growing and changing with time.
Yeah. Awesome. So get out there this week, celebrate some different cultures, different than yours, try some new foods, listen to some new music, and, be a great neighbor.
So where are you going to go? Which one are you going to try?
I have a couple friends who are Polish. Okay. So they will probably pressure me a little bit to make sure that I go to Polish. The Polish one. I really do love Lebanese food though. Okay. So I can see me going like
checking that out.
Yeah, for sure. So
well, if we see you guys out at the different events in the city this week, say hi.
Say hi for sure. All right. Be a good neighbor. Bye.
Bye.